There is no doubt that the Lions are making some noise about being better in 2023. But what is this team that failed to make the playoffs last year? Are they worth the buzz, guys? And so, yes, we are talking Lions right out of the gate this morning. What needs to happen for the Detroit Lions to live up to the hype?
First, Jane, I love that we're starting the show talking Lions. Giving the Lions some love. That team was so fun to watch last year. It was really a tale of two seasons. First half of the season, they had a historically bad defense. In fact, the second worst amount of points in the first 7 games of any team in NFL history. Historically bad. Second half of the season, they improved to 11th, averaging 20.2 points a game. And so the guy that we're going to watch this year is Aaron Glenn, their defensive coordinator. That's the guy you guys are going to know a bunch, because how the Lions season goes is going to be based on how he gets the most out of this unit. Is it going to be the first half of the unit season where everybody was throwing, running, doing everything on it, or are we going to see that improved bunch? That offense is really good. It was a top 5 unit at certain points last year, but can that defense, with the new additions they added, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Cam Sutton, can they make that move to wide open NFC North? No Aaron Rodgers anymore. A lot of people were picking the Lions to get and win this division, but that defense has to be a lot better for them to show up when it counts.
Yeah, I think that everybody can fully understand what needs to be better about this team, and it's the defense. And what made them better throughout the year was how they improved, right? 1-8 to start the season. I mean, Dan Campbell is like the toast of the town in Detroit and in the NFL now. People don't forget, like mid-season last year, people were saying, hey, he might be out. And Detroit's doing exactly what they've always done. Instead, they bounce back. Aaron Glenn does a tremendous job. Held teams to 20 points a game, had 28 sacks, and they took the ball away. And when you take the ball away and you give it back to a quarterback like Jared Goff, who's incredibly efficient, doesn't turn it over, and they run the ball that well inside the 5-yard line, that's a winning combination. I will say this, too. The character of this football team to go into Green Bay the final weekend of the year where the game was meaningless to them. My wife and I were sitting watching it on Sunday Night Football, looking at each other, and like her and I, both in our minds were like, there's no way this game comes out in the favor of Detroit. They just watch Seattle get into the playoffs. They're not going to be prepared to go, and then they go and dominate at Lambeau against Aaron Rodgers and that whole team. So I like this football team. I know it's a little paradoxical for me because I look at the Jets and I look at the Lions. You can make the comparison about the same, that they are down on their luck teams that haven't had a chance. Why do I think the Lions have a better chance than the Jets? I can't tell you why. I just do. Maybe it's Dan Campbell. But this team is really excited, and this division is ripe for the taking, I think.
Ryan, I love that you mentioned that Green Bay game, because a lot of times you look at a team transitioning, and there's one game you point back to, and it's like, that's where things change for us. And it had nothing to play for, but you can feel the Lions' culture shifting. Like, they lost that game so many years where you lose to Green Bay. They make their playoff run. You're the final bow on their... But they ended their season. They played spoiler, and I think they're going to use that as a transition. And I'm also eager to see Jared Goff, who had arguably the best season of his career last year. Can he repeat that? And, you look at a guy like Jared Goff, who essentially was given up on in L.A., a redemption player essentially here. He's finding a great fit with Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator with the Lions. They were very lucky to get him back for another year. He was a head coach candidate in a lot of different areas. They're going to miss Jamison Williams early in the season, but you mentioned Amon-Ra. You mentioned that offense. They drafted Jahmyr Gibbs. This is a team that has the offensive firepower to be the best offense in NFC North and definitely win this division. What you think, Grady?
Yeah, definitely, man. You said it. They got a really good offense, really good quarterback in Jared Goff. And I think they have a really good offensive line, too. They have a heck of a unit to compete against, So as long as the defense hold up, like they finished the season on the second end playing better defense, I think they'll have a good shot and, show people that the Lions, are definitely going to be some contenders. I'm excited to play them.
Nate Sewell being one of them, huh?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Have you had a chance to play up against him yet?
Oh, yeah. Yep, him. Ragno. Yep, all them. Yeah, so they got some good guys up there, and then the coaches harp on them toughness. So
what do you think about? And this is something that Dan Campbell has done, and not necessarily. You see former players scattered around the NFL as coaches, but this was really kind of the first time where Dan Campbell went in, and when he put his roster of coaches together, he really went on the former player side of things. Mark Brunell, who played almost 20 years as a quarterback in this league. Aaron Glenn was a great player. A bunch of guys that played. As a player, when you have a coach that had played and maybe has an understanding of that experience. How does that feel for you in terms of you talked about Bryant Young yesterday a little bit and how much that impacted you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you learn from somebody who's done it, who's been in a fire, you listen to them, you know, look a different way, and they have a different aspect because they have played the game. And but I've had good coaches that, you know, that didn't play on a pro level and some that did, so it's different. And but you can respect it in a certain way to where something that they tell you, you know that they've done it and they spent time doing it. So I can see how Coach Campbell can definitely get the best out of his guys. I mean, he's fiery and I mean, definitely entertaining to watch. And I'm sure they buying into the program we're trying to put in up there.
I love that you bring in the buying into the program because people wanted to go to Detroit. Yeah. People wanted to come back and get extensions in Detroit. How much does it affect a locker room? When we looked at the number 1-6 to start the season, you finish 8-2. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been a part of a team where you've taken that sort of momentum into the next season? In other words, you felt like, yeah, it took us a little while to get going, but man, this thing felt close. And then to beat Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, basically get him out of the division with that game. How much can you carry that into a next season?
Man, you definitely can carry it into next season, but you got to realize that you got to revamp because next season is a new season. You know, we was at a point with the Falcons one year we was down like 1-7, and then we ended up winning like the rest of our games, and then Coach Quinn got another opportunity to come back, and then but we still struggled the next season. You know, so it's important to carry that momentum if you finish strong into the next season because you're only good as your next go round. You know, so so it's not gonna win you for the next year.
Grady, let me ask you this: we started this segment asking about the hype. Right? The Lions have been hyped. They were a Hard Knocks team. We fell in love with them in that respect. And now a lot of people are like, this is the hot team. How much as players do you feel the hype when people were saying, hey, you guys are it? And how do you balance that?
Yeah, you definitely feel the hype because, I mean, obviously with social media, TV, you know, media a lot of times buy into the teams as, you know, like you say, like hot right now. So, I mean, they hot, they popular, people want a piece of them. And so they definitely see it, you know. And then, but at the same time, you can, with them being kind of on the back burner with the NFL, they probably appreciate, you know, people showing them some more love, stuff like that. So, you know, you can't buy into the hype too hard because just as quick as they go up, they can bring you down, you know. And so you just got to have your process going day in, day out and just focus, let the results take care of itself.